Our staff here at First United Methodist Church is incredible. You all know that they're amazing. And so we've asked them, what are their hopes and what are their dreams for 2021? This is what they have to say.
Hello, my hopes for 2021, if anybody knows me, knows that it is all the children back in this building.
So my hope for 2021 would be to take the enthusiasm in the community that's been built on YouTube and to bring that in and integrate that into the life of our church moving forward.
I have always loved that FUMC Waynesville is the P Church, and my hope for 2021 is that all the P events can happen. Pancakes, pumpkins, pecans, pot pies, I want them to be bigger and better than ever.
No, what I really hope for is that we continue to find new ways to participate as a vital community, as a vital worshiping community. I hope that we see a new commitment to worship that isn't simply defined by styles, but defined by a vibrant intergenerational community together in praise to God. That's what I hope to see in 2021.
I guess I would I'd really like if Scott got his hair cut in 2021, please.
Good. And Scott needs to get his hair cut.
And golly, Scott needs to cut his hair.
So 2020 has taught us a lot about our connections with people and the importance of our connections with people. And so my hope for 2021 is that our connections with one another and our connections beyond our church family will continue to deepen and widen, and that we'll value them that much more. That our connections will go beyond our close-knit groups of friends or our Sunday school classes or those that worship beside of us, that we see the whole community of faith as important people to make connections with.
My hope for the church in 2021 is that we maintain and build on this sense of honesty that we found during the pandemic with each other and the heightened concern and empathy that we've had for each other during this time. I'm also hoping Scott will cut his hair.
Since stepping into the role of financial secretary, I've been able to see the impact that the John Christie Fund has had on the community. And my hope for 2021 is that what we've been able to do for a few, we're going to be able to do for so much more. And wow, Scott really needs to cut his hair.
For us not to just feel like we have to restart, but to carry on the ways that I feel like the youth will continue to grow during this time. And my hope is the change that I've experienced and the change I've seen in these young people will continue on as we begin to start back to 2021. My hope is that we do more than just look and yearn for the experiences, but live into a lifestyle. And I'm excited about us as a group finding ways for us to commit to that kind of lifestyle.
My hope for 2021 is that we continue to fight food insecurity in Haywood County and that we continue to watch out for and protect our unsheltered friends in Waynesville and beyond. And another dream for 2021 would be that Scott cuts his hair.
What I miss the most. My hope for this church is for the smallest hands and feet of Jesus to be able to safely return and rejuvenate me, their church family, and this building with their energy and their love of this place.
My hope for next year is that the fight for equality is not lost, that all humans can have equal rights. My hope for next year is that we can safely come together to both grieve and celebrate, and that we can safely hug and break bread and be together.
My dream for 2021 is that we will all become great storytellers. One of the things that I have learned from this very challenging year, and really even from last year, is that when we have the courage to come together to sit at a table and to tell our stories. And when we have enough love and compassion to listen to them, the beautiful things happen. You know, I don't need to tell you that there is just so much division around us. But I also don't need to tell you that we here at First United Methodist Church in Waynesville, we have learned that our stories bring us together, and we know that we're better together. I've always been inspired by Ezekiel's story, his vision of the temple. It's really a vision of what the church is to be. You remember it. God takes him to the front of the temple, and water begins to trickle over the threshold, coming out of the sanctuary, out of the sacred place. And this river grows. And as it grows, it goes into the wilderness places. And then Ezekiel says it goes into the sea of stagnant waters. And twice in this story, it says wherever this river goes, everything lives, everything comes to life. The Dead Sea is now full of life. It says fish of every kind. Imagine that. A fish of every kind in the same place. That on the banks of this river, there's always fruit for food, and there's always leaves for healing. It's a story of life, and it's a story of healing. And then the story of Jesus. Jesus says, out of the believer's heart flow rivers of living water. Jesus lived our life. Jesus died our death, and he rose for our sake. That's the story that transforms. And my dream, my hope for 2021 is that we'll live that story, that we'll be the living body of Christ, and that the world will never be the same. And so I'm excited that we get to be the church together. My hope for 2021 is that people will notice when I need a haircut.
Also in 2021, I hope that Scott keeps his rat nest.
Oh, my hope for 2021 is to see Scott wear tie-dyed and get his hair really, really long like they did in the 70s when I was growing up, and then he'll look like one of us.
And that's all I got to say about that.